Hello everybody, this is how you make these delicious, healthy-ish vegan Phillies. First off, you're going to want to start off with some Vital wheat gluten. We're going to be making these Phillies out of seitan, so to make this seitan, you're going to want to start off with some nutritional yeast, some garlic salt, some pepper, some Cajun seasoning, and some kind of vegan chicken seasoning. I used a vegan bouillon cube that I warmed up in the microwave for a little bit. Then you want to load it up with paprika, and lastly, some Italian seasoning. Now we're going to make our wet mix. Add a bunch of vegetable stock to a bowl, add in some soy sauce, vegan Worcestershire if you have it, but it's tricky to find, so just add in some vegan barbecue sauce if you don't have it, some Cajun seasoning, another vegan bouillon, some vegetable oil, and lastly, we're just going to give all that a good mix. Now we're going to add about half of that into our dry mix and just combine that, but don't over knead it until you have a loaf that looks kind of like this. Then we pour the rest of our mix into a pot, put it on high and set to boil. As soon as that starts boiling, we're going to put our loaf of seitan into there and then cook it till it absorbs most of the mixture. The only thing that should be left is this reduced mixture that we're going to save for later, and it should have a little bit of a firmness to it, kind of something that bounces back when you touch it. Totally optional, but if you have any nice spice mixture that you like to use, you're totally welcome to coat this loaf in it, because I'm not just going to be using this loaf for Phillies, I'm going to be using it for like sandwiches later, so I'd like a little bit of extra flavor on the outside, leaves a nice crust. Put that in the oven and bake it at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. The seitan should be a little bit underdone in the middle, which means when you go to cut it, it should have that little bit of a chewiness, steak texture. Make sure it is completely cooled, and at this point you should also have some chopped vegetables. Mushrooms, onions, and green peppers are typically what's in a traditional American Philly. Then you're going to want to cut your cooled loaf into strips and then just cut at it at random angles so that you get these little bits and pieces of steak. Put your pan to high heat, add some margarine, add in your chopped steak, your delicious vegetables and fungi, then add in the remainder of those drippings from when we cooked the seitan in our wet mixture. Then add in a little bit of soy sauce and keep on stirring until your vegetables are done and there is a nice caramelization to your steak. Toast and cut down the middle some sandwich rolls, split them apart, add some fixings if you'd like. I was a little bit cheeky and had some mayo and pickle. Then load up your steak onto your rolls, and there you have it, people. Some really delicious vegan Philly steaks. Now, if you want to have some vegan mozzarella cheese into this while you're cooking them at the end, just stir it and they will totally be Philly cheesesteaks. However, these are supposed to be healthy-ish and cheese isn't good for you, so I didn't add them. If you like this recipe and you would like to see more, be sure to like and follow. And with all that being said, I'm gonna have to see you in the next one.